Hello, and welcome to my first ever Let's Play. I'm playing Metroid Prime today. This is my third attempt at recording this, and hopefully third time turns out to be the charm. Just had microphone issues. I bought like a $7 microphone. It's not terrible. I just I should have known to get audio software, stuff like that, and keep my recording separate, my voice recording separate from the gameplay audio recordings, because gameplay is very loud, and I am kind of a very soft-spoken person, so I would imagine, like, even now I'm looking at the audio recording software and it looks like really low. Like everything I'm saying is super quiet. And I don't know if it's this mic. I don't know if it's me. I mean, I get like right here and it's pretty loud. Pretty good volume. Yeah. I just like I don't have by any means a professional setup. I'm basically like attaching this mic to my dresser right now, so hoping that it works, hoping it doesn't suck. But you know, this is my first episode and my first like trying to do a let's play. I mean, I do have an actual capture card, so that works, I guess. So here we are. This is the intro to the first of the Metroid Prime series. At its time, this game, very groundbreaking. It's just the graphics, for one, the graphics are amazing. Secondly, all Metroid games before this were 2D platformers, and that's kind of like just a huge switch to go from a 2D platformer to a 3D first-person shooter. It's like, is this even really Metroid? That's not my Metroid that I know and love. And you know, you would be right in thinking that back in the day, but this game was received very well from what I've heard. But you know, it's just such a kind of controversial and crazy new concept that you never really saw in Metroid, and never really saw in Nintendo games for that matter. I mean, there was the Banjo-Kazooie, or Banjo-Tooie had like those little first-person sections, and so did Conker. But those were Rare games, so I believe Rare was third-party developer for Nintendo, and it's just like you don't really see these kind of games on Nintendo consoles at all. And GameCube was kind of, they tried to be gritty. They did. They had stuff like oh god, there's that one where like you have an insane meter and you're slowly, you can like lose your mind, and it'll act like, you know, your GameCube turned off or reset the whole game, or you know, you don't have any save files anymore. Just crazy stuff like that. Like GameCube, such an amazing era of video games. Um, it was what I grew up on. I'm sure I'll get kind of some flack for this, but the first ever GameCube, well, really, the first ever game I played was Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for the GameCube, and I love it. I still love that game. I'm probably gonna do a playthrough of it because I got it on the Xbox Live Arcade, and I don't know. That game just has like these little charming moments, um, and like really weird level design that it just stuck with me. And there's like this last story that you get to in that game. It's like the final story. There's a hero mode and there's a evil mode or something like that. And if you beat both of them, you get this third mode called Last. And basically you get to play like these super crazy levels for each character. And I just didn't know what to do. They were super weird in their layout and like actually really hard. It was a good game. I love that game. I still love that game. So I'll probably be doing a let's play of that. I'm also thinking some Mario Sunshine is in order. I do have it on GameCube in the original case and everything, like the booklets, the little ads it came with. I also have myself a copy of Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, so that could be a good game to play. I mean, like, I'm down to play some games and commentate over them. And I'm probably gonna get a better mic because this one really sucks, and I know that I sound like I'm talking through like 5 layers of cheese. What are those things called? Cheese sheets or whatever? Like cheese? I don't know. They're very strange sifting devices, and I imagine they would muffle. Oh god, I imagine they would muffle your voice. What do I know? You're strong. You're a strong boy. I can't handle that kind of power. Okay. So get Joel. Steal his life energy. And then get through the storm. So yeah. This game, I like this game a lot. I haven't played it too much. I've really only ever got past the first boss, and then I went to like the fire mine area, and then I went to the ice area. Like I didn't do anything in the fire area. I just happened to stumble upon a way to get to the ice area. I was like, oh, I'm just go to the ice area, and I couldn't like get anywhere. And I was like, you know what? Why don't I save this for when like I get my my mic in? Because I've been wanting to do this. I have an actual capture card, actual capture software, and everything. So like I have somewhat of a legitimate setup, but I think I'm gonna get an actual somewhat decent microphone and a microphone stand, so I don't have to like lean into my dresser, because that's what I'm kind of doing right now. I have like this really bad $7 mic, and it has a tripod, of course, but I don't have anything I can put it on, so that like I don't have to, so that I can kind of just sit in front of it. But I've tried like 3 times to adjust the audio settings, and basically the only way for this mic to pick up anything you say is to be like right up in there. So that's what I'm kind of trying to do, is really get up on it. And I have like, oh god, I have like I basically have the tripod attached to one of the drawer handles on my dresser, so that people can actually hear me somewhat. Okay, morphology, parasite female, genetically enhanced by unknown means. A weak spot has been detected in this creature's mouth. Use your auto-targeting to acquire this new target. Scans indicate the presence of a potent mutagen, origins unknown. creature exhibits the ability to fire weapon-grade blasts of energy from its mouth, a trait not present in its standard parasite genome. It appears the pirates have begun a bioengineering program with considerable results. So that's that guy. Oh, shit. Okay. Come on, baby. Give me some of that sweet acid now that you know I love. Girl, you're talking dirty. So, this is a pretty good tutorial level, I gotta say. They really throw you right into this, and it is... I think it's just a good way to get to know the game. Because I remember Metroid Prime 3, I had no idea what I was doing. I was like 11, and all I'd ever owned up to that point was Nintendo systems, and I think the PS2. So I had no experience with first-person shooters whatsoever. And this game isn't really that much of a first... Did I say third person? I meant first person. This game isn't really that much of a first-person shooter. Because, like, the aiming is all done for you. You just press L to lock onto an enemy, and then it snaps on for you. So in that, this game isn't really a first person. But Metroid Prime 3, you're aiming with the Wii remote, so that's like entirely you. You can't really lock on to things as far as I recall from that game. While it's an excellent game, I sucked at it when I was a kid, and then I don't even remember why I got it. You know how when you're a kid you just kind of like see a game and you're like, oh, the front of that looks cool, so I'm gonna get it. That's kind of what happened to me. I was like 11 years old, I was like, oh, I've heard of Metroid, that game looks super fun. So I just was like, I'm gonna get a Metroid. Sure thing. Never played a Metroid game in my life. And I'm glad I took that chance, because I don't know if I would have gotten into the Metroid series otherwise. I mean, I'm sure I would have seen, like, I would have looked into it later on, like seeing how good these games actually are, because one, they look great, and two, they play and feel great, and the puzzles are great too. I'm a sucker for puzzle games. I love Zelda. I've got Breath of the Wild pre-ordered on the Switch, and the Switch is pre-ordered. Obviously, I don't have a Switch already. And I'm super excited for Breath of the Wild. God, it looks good. And there's supposed to be like, I don't know, something crazy like 120 shrines at least. Because there was a game guide leaked or something like that on Amazon way too early. They put it up as like a placeholder, but it already had the description and everything. It said there's like a ridiculous amount of Korok seed puzzles, 120 shrines, something like 72 side quests, and I don't know if that's like full-fledged, you know, you're gonna get other branching off quests from these side quests, or it's just like, go find me this horse, or go here and grab that. But I mean, 72 is still a lot if it's that for a Nintendo game. Because Nintendo games have always been about stories, but they're really trying to like go kind of mainstream adventure game with this one. They're trying to make it like modern day RPG really, with Link as the main character. And that's kind of great. That's amazing. I'm really excited to see what that holds. There's also stuff coming out like that oh yeah, here's Ridley. I think he was in Super Metroid. Yeah. Anyways, oh god, what was I saying? Oh yeah, it was about Zelda. It was something about Zelda. Shit, I don't remember. I'm already losing subscribers. I don't even have any yet. Oh god, my brain's just not functioning. I'm trying to like get through this level. This is kind of a stressful level if you haven't noticed. It's ship's gonna blow up if I don't run away. Is it blowing up? Oh. Oh right. So yeah. This is kinda cool. So you lose all of the abilities you have basically except for being able to do this. You can't even charge up a shot. You can just do that. So that's pretty cool. It's like I'm sure you guys, if you're watching a Let's Play video, you have seen Game Grumps and you've seen Aaron Hansen's sequelitis on Mega Man. If you haven't, you should see it. It's a great video, very well thought out, very funny. I think that video is kind of a masterpiece in its own right. But anyways, this kind of does that Mega Man X thing where it's like, oh, you have like the super cool ball thing and a charged up shot and all this stuff, and then you lose it all. And it's like, oh, I can be that powerful, but this is the beginning of the game. I don't get to have that kind of power yet. So I think this game executes the same thing that Mega Man X does, where it's like it shows you what you can be. It was like some characters like, one day you can be as powerful as I am. And you're like, whoa, I want to be as powerful as that dude. And that's kind of how this is, except it's your character, and it's like I'm regaining my power. The power that I once had, the power I had earlier in the game. And I think you become even more powerful than this. So that's pretty good. I like that. Okay. So now we have escaped narrowly from that exploding space pirate experiment ship. I forget what that even was. But this is the main planet. I don't think you really leave this planet at all. It's just kind of the main hub planet with a bunch of different areas to go to. So I think I'm gonna stop this episode here, seeing as we have finished the prologue. We're at about an 18-minute mark, and yeah. So please leave a like if you like the video. If you really liked it, you can always subscribe and leave some feedback on what games you would like for me to play, because I am very open to talking to my viewers if I have any. I'm sure I won't have many. Um, but yeah, if you want to see me play something, just leave a comment down in the comment section, and I will totally like take it fully into consideration. Just know that a lot of GameCube games are super expensive because they're rare. Now, at this point, I mean the GameCube's like 10 years old, at least. Because I'm 18 and I was playing the GameCube when I was like 5. So, yeah. So yeah, just leave some suggestions, drop a like, drop a sub if you really liked what you saw, and if you're gonna if you enjoyed what you saw, I would love for you to come back and join me again on the Corn Plays. See you next time.